Those that just enter the meter, okay, I'll repost the link. Okay, quickly enter the paddock. So those that already enter, you can respond to my first slide. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. What do you have for your breakfast today? Respond. Write down your name, don't forget. Those that cannot respond, please type your response at the chat. That means that those that cannot join the paddock, okay? Please respond at the chat, okay? I don't want everybody to just keep quiet. Okay, let me see what's your response. Andika, belum makan, I haven't eaten yet. No, why just wake up, is it, Andika? Okay, wake up late. Fried rice and some tea. Okay, good. Oh, roti canai. Long time I never eat roti canai already since I think PKP. Okay, just slice of toasted bread. Ifra, no wonder you're so thin. Okay. Hot dog and milk tea. Oatmeal and milk. Jingwen also. Okay, so light your breakfast. Okay, now already 12 something. Later you must be hungry after class. Want something. Okay. Biscuits, Alia. Nasi lemak. Wow, Izal. Okay, heavy breakfast. Mee goreng and Milo that mixed with milk. Those breakfasts you all prepare on your own or your parents prepare for you. Glass of milk only our kids. Minum sahaja. Dying, tired, starving because you wake up late, is it? Now and the class, make sure you, when you're hungry, do you manage to focus? That's a problem. So make sure you eat, okay, in the morning, okay? Beatrice, how about you? I don't see your response. Okay, you can type at the chat. Okay, okay, never mind, Nandini, you just type at the chat. Those that cannot respond as usual, I ask you all to respond at the chat. Okay, Brad. Okay, nothing, teacher. What you mean nothing, Shundashini? That means that the Nandini. Okay, just not hungry. Okay. Satvin. Okay, Ifra already repost the link. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mom never cook anything today, so tak makan.
Oh, okay. Tak makan. So tak makan, make sure later after this makan a lot lah after class for your lunch, right?
Yes, make biryani.
Okay. Nasi biryani ya? Sudah masak lah, Mak. Okay, your mom already cook.
Yeah.
Okay. So we hurry up, finish the class, and you all manage to eat. I just finished cook lunch for my children and my husband also. But Jeko also belum makan. Managed to cook only. Now continue for lesson. Okay, after that I need Jeko makan. Okay. So come, we continue our part 4. Okay, still in this 5.3. Okay. So this part still 5.3.3. Okay, today we will continue on the length of R. If possible, I want to finish everything. Cover the area of sector also. Okay. So later you will learn to formula. Okay, so that we can finish this chapter by this week. So next week we can go to the chapter 6. Okay. So write a formula to determine the area of circle. Okay, so this is what you learn. Okay, on Monday. Last Friday also we still not because last Friday not managed to finish not managed to cover all the examples, right? So can remember or not what is the formula of area? Determine the area of the circle. Type at the chat. Those that cannot respond the paddock, then those that can just respond at the paddock. Okay, all the formula you all should memorize it. Okay, because why? You can very fast to answer the questions. Okay, you tak ingat formula, nanti kamu kena cari-cari, dan bukan semua formula diberikan masa exam. So we have to memorize it. Okay. So let me check on the chat first. Chat ada orang bagi jawapan ke kat chat? So Nandini, you still remember what is the formula to find the area of a circle? You can type at the chat. Okay, Nasrin baru masuk ke? Okay, come Nasrin, I will send you again the link. Okay, this is the one. Ifra also helped me to post the link. Thank you, Ifra. Pavitra also. Okay. So right now your answer on the slide. What is the formula for area of a circle? Let me check. Hopefully everybody can remember. Okay. Aliyah, why got pi d? Okay, pi d is that area for circle of a circle. This one got 2 ni, not yet finished type, is it? Who is this? Okay, Adam. Not yet finished. Okay, some not yet finished. Never mind. Wait for your answer. Remember to write down your name also after you give the answer. Farah got question mark some more. Question mark means that you are not confirmed, right? So not confirmed, you better refer back to your textbook. Beatrice, where's your response, Beatrice? Then Dania sudah masuk ke belum? I want to check the attendance at the same time. Okay, see who is not yet enter the class today. Before I go to the class, direct go start the lesson. Now still introductions, okay? Trisan ada, Jingwen ada. I start from the bottom, okay? Tiva, okay, Shadia ada dah. Okay, nanti ni Sabin sudah keluar. Just now Sabin in what? Keluar dah Sabin. Just now I saw him ask for the link, right? Sudah terkeluar. Raihana, Pearly. Okay, Sabin in again. Okay, Iza. Okay, Hana. Dania belum masuk lagi. Okay, Ayumi, you are in today. Ayumi, you missed a few lessons, right? Today. Nuha belum masuk, tak nampak Nuha. Inshira pun tak ada. Inshira ada, sorry. Farah sudah ada. Patricia in, okay. Nasrin in, nanti ni Zafril not in today also. You just managed to enter the first class, right? Haika ada tak Haika? Haika also don't have. Pearly, you can't go in. What you mean can't go in? You mean can't go in the paddock, right? Okay, never mind. You respond the chat. Okay, Pearly. Then this one, Akid. In or not Akid? Ada tak Akid? Ada, okay. Lara, yes. Dan Janani, Ifra, Kesha, Daeng, okay. Beatrice, Antika, Alia, okay. Adam, okay. Semua ada. So those that cannot respond the paddock slide, please respond at the chat, especially the name that I call, okay. Just now, Pali, where's the answer? Yes, you give already answer. Okay, how about Beatrice? Beatrice, you don't give me any response. As I mentioned, you cannot enter the paddock. You just respond at the chat because you can see my screen, right? Send my response. Andika, okay, you already respond at the paddock, right? Andika? Let me check. Go through. Yes, Andika, I saw your response already. Okay, good. Shadia also got Nasrin, Akid, Daeng, Raihana, Ayumi. But don't see Beatrice one. Okay, Beatrice don't have. Listen to me or not, Beatrice? Where are you,
Teacher.
Beatrice? Yes.
I cannot press the link, so I just respond in the chat, teacher.
Yes, who is this?
Janani.
Janani, okay, good. That's why I say those that cannot respond at the paddock start, you respond at the chat, okay? Now I don't get any response from this
Teacher, I already respond.
Who?
Nandini.
Nandini. Yes, Nandini, I saw your response also. I mean Beatrice. Mana Beatrice? Tak respon. Tak type dekat ruangan chat pun tak respond dekat slide. Both also don't have. Where are you, Beatrice? Nanti I anggap tak hadir sahaja. Okay. This one, flashback. Okay, so you use the formula to determine the circumference, to calculate the circumference. When you're given area of the circle, okay, so you use the formula just now, pi r square. So from here is equal to 201 area. So from here you can get your r, right? After you get your r, only you find your circumference. Okay, circumference is pi what? What's the formula to find circumference? Still remember or not? Just now I saw somebody give the formula also, pi d, right? One of the formula is pi d. Another formula is what? Beside pi d. If you are given r, so which formula that you are used to find the circumference?
2
yes?
pi r.
Yes, 2 pi r. Okay, so these questions you have to use two formula. Okay, so try to work it out. Okay, those that cannot respond at the paddock, either you want to take screenshot. Okay, you do in your exercise book, you snap picture, send to me, or you direct type at the chat. Okay, you choose your way to give me your answers. Okay, hurry up. Anybody send me the answer through WhatsApp? Not yet. Okay, what's the answer of this? Okay, let me check the responder. This has been a while already. Okay. Okay, still a lot of you haven't respond. Okay, someone sent me already. This is Inshira. Okay. Okay, the rest how was answer? Okay, yes, and Inshira, I remark your answer and send back to you already. Okay. Who else? Okay, Steffi. Yes, who raised up your hand? Yes, Janani? You sent me through WhatsApp, is it? Okay, who else sent me through WhatsApp? Okay, Pearly. Okay, wait. Pearly, check back your answer. You press your calculator, give your answer to 2 decimal places. But the substitution on the formula is correct lah. Okay. So, siapa lagi? Okay, Pearly, I already check. Okay, ni ramai tak lagi tak buat ni. Okay, Laura dah. Iza sudah. Jingwen, Raihana, this is who? Pavitra. How about the rest?
Teacher,
Yes.
is my answer not there?
Kesha, you write down your name or not?
Yes.
No, don't have.
My answer is 50.29.
50.29. Okay. So you screenshot send to me later. You screenshot first, you save it as evidence, okay? So how about the rest? Andika, Adam ada tak? Respond dah? Belum. So far, I only received 3 persons send me through WhatsApp, which is Pearly, Steffi, and Inshira. Okay. The rest haven't. Okay, Shadia pun baru hantar. Okay, Shadia not yet finished. You only managed to find the R. The question asked you to find the circumference. So masih lagi kena teruskan. Kena teruskan satu step lagi, Shadia. Okay. Apa yang kamu dah hantar tu betul, tapi itu dapat R sahaja. Your first step is to determine the R. After that, when you manage to determine the R, then I have to substitute inside the formula to find the circumference. Okay. So the circumference 2 pi r, right? So the 2 times 22/7 times your R that you've found in the first part of the questions. Okay. Okay. Patrice, you just follow the formula, okay, and try to work on it. Okay. Even not sure, so you have to respond. Okay. Then you respond. I only know that you don't know. Then I only can ask someone to help you. So Safi, you have to help Patrice. Okay. Yes. Shadia, I already see your answer. In this class, who else that cannot? I have to appoint a classmate to help you. Okay. So you let me know what's your problem. I can ask them to follow up with you. Okay, Steffi, you can help Patrice. Explain to her. Why take so long for you all to respond? This is actually the same questions that we all done on Monday class. Okay. Yes, okay. Shadia, dah betul dah. Andika, Daeng, where's your answer? Okay, let me go through, okay, because I don't want to waste already the time. Okay, else cannot finish. Okay, this is the Jingwen answer. Okay, so basically correct lah. Okay, so I'm very complete, but she wrote here. Okay, so see the formula to find area is pi r square, as I mentioned or as I explained earlier. Okay, so pi using 22/7. Okay, r square, so equal to this. So now the question is without information, without the answer, without the info for the r. To find circumference, the answer, the formula is 2 pi r. So we must have the r. So we don't have the r, so we have to determine the r first lah at the beginning. Okay. So 201 times y 7/22. This one multiply and bring over to the right side. Reciprocal 7/22. Okay. So you get the answer here 63/95.95. This is your r square. You want to find r, so we need to do the square root. So after that, actually the answer is 7.9999 something lah. So round off because 998 if not mistaken. Okay, so you round off, you'll be get 8. Okay, 8. So after you got your r here, so you substitute here 2 pi r. So your answer, last one, 50.29. 28 something. Behind the number is more than 5. That's why you have to round off. Okay, give your answer into 2 decimal places. Okay, good job, Jingwen. Okay, so this is Rahana. Now you need to go and correct it. Okay, basically everything correct. Here, can see. Okay, Pavitra also correct. Sabin, 50.28 here. So you have to double check. your calculator, you round off the wrong value. So marks will be deducted later. Sabrin, okay. Iza, okay, correct. This one don't know who, not yet do. This deleted. Okay, Lara, you're halfway only. Find your R only. So where's your circumference? Not yet finish your questions. So you have to, after get the R, use 2 pi R. Lara, okay? Yes or no? Those that have not managed to respond our answers, please write into your exercise book. Later take picture, send to me, okay? So Aliyah, also ni Aliyah. So why this one will be 201 square? The formula is wrong here, Aliyah. Double check with it. Pi R square. So what is a pi? Pi is the sound ratio. Jingwen complete answer for Jingwen, right? So here is wrong, Aliyah. Aliyah, ni pun dah salah. Okay. Ni kena, ini tak ada kuasa 2. So 201 times 7 over 22. This actually is R square equal to 201 times 7 over 22. Then get the answer. So that's why you give the wrong one. So answer wrong. Aliyah, nampak tak kesilapan? See your message. Okay, Aliyah. Okay. Andika salah buat. Confused, don't know the answer. Okay, you confused also, you can show me your answer and then I can only show you where's your mistake. Okay? Kalau you langsung tak buat tu, cikgu tak boleh betulkan mana yang silap. Okay? Insyirah itu dah betulkan. Okay? So ini siapa punya? This one tak ada nama. Siapa punya? Who's one? This one? Still doing. Masih lagi menulis tu. Okay. Oh, tak ada dah. Itu saja jawapan yang ada kat sini. Respon. Okay, so ramai lagi yang tak respon ya. Okay. So Andika, Daeng, cikgu dah terangkan. Sudah faham ke belum? Akid pun tak ada jawapan you Akid. Sabin just now got ready, right? Sabin ada kan? Tak ada juga hari ni. Tak ada. Sabin ada, sorry. Sabin ada. Boleh kot. Okay, good. Kesha. So, siapa lagi tak respon tadi? Farah pun tak ada. Insyirah sudah hantar kan? Nandini, can you where's your answer? Ada hantar cikgu tak WhatsApp nanti? Okay, kita teruskan kepada slide yang seterusnya. Okay, hari ni kita akan masuk this one. Okay, today we will go to this part. Length of arc. Okay, we need to determine the length of arc. Okay, so length of arc in a circle. So from this diagram here, tell me which one is length of arc? Which one is length of arc? Give me the your response, the name of the length of arc. Okay, in this diagram, type it out. Okay, those that cannot respond per that, you respond at the chat. Tell me from this diagram, which one is length of arc? Okay, you can give your answer represented by the letter over there. There's O, there's A, there's B, right? So which one is length of arc? Kesha got question mark some more. This is the first part that I learned in chapter 5, parts of circles. So which one is length of arc? The rest have to respond. Those that cannot respond, you have to type at the chat. Beatrice, which one is length of arc? Andika, Akid, semua. Mohon respond dekat ruangan chat. Especially those that cannot respond the padded slide lah. Okay. I only see Kesha give respond at the chat ni. Sini pun 6 orang sahaja. Just a simple questions. Okay. Which one is length of arc? You just type out the letter that represent the length of arc from the diagram. Okay, now mind, if you're not sure also now mind, you just give me your answer. Okay, I want to see say that whether you can remember or not. Okay, that's why I say respond. Okay, it's very important. Just use the letter to represent your length of arc. Okay, in the diagram. Okay. Oh, Nuha baru nak masuk. Okay. Good afternoon, Nuha. Kenapa masuk lambat ni? Thank you, Pak Bitra. Okay, cepat-cepat. Apakah jawapannya? Andika pun tak sure. Patricia A, B. Ada B. Ada A, B. Okay. So, kita tengok. Okay. Nampak mostly buat A, B. Tapi even though you put A, B also you're not sure. Aliyah pula A, O, B. Okay. Ada yang lain-lain jawapan lah. Okay. So, back to the bigger slide. Okay. So, this is the circles. O is represent what? What's the O? When you learn part of circle, what's O?
Center.
Yes, center. Okay. So this is center. So this is the, like you cut a piece, cut a whole cake. You can't cut one piece out, or you cut a piece of your pizza out. Okay. So the length here around the outside this one, this part of the circumference, we call it length of arc. Sebahagian daripada lilitan bulatan. So which one? AB lah. Kalau B sahaja, satu titik sahaja nanti ni, there's only one point there, B. Okay, length of arc is AB. Okay, so how we determine the length of arc? After this, we have to learn how to determine the length of arc. Cari panjang sebahagian daripada lilitan. Just now you find circumference, the whole formula is 2 pi r, right? Not. Tadi kamu mencari circumference kan, the previous questions. Just now the flashback, use the formula 2 pi r. When you use the formula 2 pi r, you manage to find the circumference, the whole thing. Now you only want part of it ni, nak sebahagian sahaja. So macam mana kamu nak cari sebahagian sahaja? Okay, kita tengok slide ini. Okay, so arc AB is part of the circumference, sebahagian daripada lilitan bulatan. Okay, so length of arc is proportional to the angle that at the center of the circle. So now you all see the diagram, right? Diagram here with the theta. Theta, this one is the sudut. You learn here. No, this is symbol is theta is to represent the angle here, because that is only part of it. One whole circle, the total angles or the sum of the angles of a circle is how many? Total jumlah. What is the angle for the whole circle?
360.
Yes, 360. So this is part of it. Okay, part of it. So the whole thing also circumference 2 pi r. So this is part of it. So we can, there's a proportional. Okay, proportional nisbah kepada. Okay, so means that actually the length of arc is proportional to the circumference, and angle of the center, this theta, is proportional to the 360. Okay, so dia nisbah kepada 300, but the whole is 360. The whole of the circle is circumference. Can see or not? So this one length of arc, we need to determine the length of arc. Kita nak cari length of arc. So maknanya we have to bring our circumference to on the right side, right? So means that we want to determine our length of arc. The formula will be like this. Because why? The circumference is 2 pi r. The formula you learned earlier. Okay. Therefore, when you bring over here, means that actually you can make it like this. Your formula akan jadi macam ini. Darab 2 pi r. This is the formula to determine the length of arc. Okay, this is how you derive the formula. So this one no more. Okay, because I bring to the right side. So divide become multiply. So in order for you to find the length of arc is equal to theta over 360. So theta is here, depends on the angle given here. Let's say in angle here is 50, so your angle, your theta is 50 lah. So the angle is 60, then you put your 60 here, 60 over 360 times the 2 pi r. You must provide it with the answer, if the r here, the radius must be given. If don't have, you have to find out lah. Find the areas, find the radius first. Okay, so this is the formula. You have to remember length of r equal to theta over 360 times 2 pi r. If cannot memorize, you have to memorize this one. This is a basic thing. You need the proportional bahagian. Okay, AB sebahagian daripada circumference. So ini bahagi ini. Sudut ini sebahagian daripada jumlah sudut sebuah bulatan. So sebuah bulatan 360. Ini sama dengan ini. Baru boleh terbitkan rumus ini. So now only you can produce or determine or produce another, derive another formula for the length of arc. Is that clear, everyone? Okay ke tak? Rumus ini boleh faham?
Boleh.
Boleh ya? Okay. So we see the example. Kita tengok contoh soalan. Okay, so then soalan ni diberikan sudut di sini 60. Given here the angle here 60. Okay, and the radius of the circle is 14. So if the questions given already, you can label it. Okay, in your diagram. So here is 14. You can label because sometimes the diagram given is not labeled, but they are given in the questions, right? See, radius is 14. So and the center at O. Okay, calculate the length of the minor arc. Okay, minor means this one, the smaller. So this one, the behind this one we call it major, major arc. Di sini adalah major. Major tu besar lah. Okay, this is minor. Can differentiate minor and major. Major arc and minor arc. So depends on the questions. If the question asks to find the major arc, you have to use 360 minus 60. So this is 300 here. So contoh lah kalau soalan suruh nak major arc lah. Okay. So now bukan, tapi dia nak minor sahaja. So kita ini padam. So this one because they want to find the minor. I just show you what is minor, what's major. So please bear in mind. The question can be asked you to find the major. Okay. So this one Arab. So we need to find the minor one. So just now the formula, length of arc over the circumference 2 pi r equal to theta over 360. So what is the r? What is the r given from the questions?
14.
14, yes. So this one we bring there. Right. So what's the theta? 60, right? So you will get this one after we substitute. Okay, so why I change first? Because I want to find length of arc only. So this one I move that. So I did my formula will become like this. So now only I substitute the value in. The theta is 60. 60. Okay, then lepas tu saya punya 2 pi memang 22/7. Okay, R is 14. So 14 here. Then use your calculator. Key in your value inside your calculator to get your answer for your length of arc. Ya. Okay. Boleh ke tak boleh? Setakat nak masukkan nilai dalam rumus tu sudah boleh ke tak? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So the theta is 60. So you use your calculator because if you want to one shot click your calculator, remember you have to use the bracket. 60. Okay, 60 over 360. Okay, then close. Okay, multiply 2, then multiply. Okay, again 22 over 7, close bracket. Then multiply by 14. Okay, so equal. This one you get the fractions. You can press one more time the button A, B, /C. So you manage to get 14.67. Yes, Kesha, good. Your answer is correct. Okay. So Kesha already respond. Okay. So everybody can follow or not so far? Boleh ke?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So remember, you know to use the formula, then you just substitute in. Okay, this is covered already. Okay. So I wrap this one. So example 2. Okay. So now the example 2 is asked you to find what? Major. See, they want a major arc of this. Like just now, like I mentioned, you have to minus. So what is the angle of this? What's the angle of this? Someone respond me. What is the angle of this?
288.
Okay, how you get 288?
360 minus 72.
Yes, good. Okay, because the whole circle, 360. Now, because we want to find the major, the bigger one, so we need to find this angle. We cannot use the 72. So same, this one 288 is same using the formula. So masih lagi sama, theta over 360 times 2 pi r. The theta here is 288, so we substitute the 288 there. Okay, and the question also mentioned that the radius is 21 here, right? 21. So just substitute lah. Masukkan semua nilai yang ada. Okay, lepas tu tekan calculator. Now you all try to use your calculator and give me your answer. What I want you all to do? Okay, I have the answer here because you need to practice. Okay, kalau tak kurang practice, memang nanti kamu tak pandai nak guna calculator masa exam. But you need to show working. Masukkan nilai semua ini, definitely you need to show. Then lepas tu terus bagi jawapan. So apakah jawapan dia? Kesha lagi bagi jawapan. How about the rest? Andika, apakah jawapan ni? Ada calculator tak, Andika? You didn't do what you didn't do, Andika. Okay, now we are having class here. You have to do together with teacher. Okay, so now already given you substitute all the value already. Please please use your calculator. Okay, I want you all to practice. Use your calculator so that you can manage to get the answer. Not during exam, only use the calculator. So correct lah, semua betul. Okay, bagus. Okay. So Andika tolong buat sama-sama dengan cikgu. Bukan duduk dan tengok sahaja. Your calculator should put next to you during the maths lesson. Okay, and your exercise book, you can copy, or you any scratching book or what you want to do working, you do want to direct do in your exercise book. Okay, very good, everybody. Okay, so remember this formula. Today you have to memorize this formula. So a lot of formula you have to memorize in this topic or in this chapter. Next topic, chapter 6, also a lot of formula. Okay, because we go to geometry already. So also a lot of formula. And don't forget this formula you will use until upper form, until form 5. You don't say, oh, after my form 2, I finish already, learn already this thing. No, the thing won't come out again in form 4, form 5. Yes, this thing you will learn in form 4, form 5 again. So you don't rub everything off. Okay, you have to keep everything until after form 5. Okay, after form 5, some still using it if those still take mathematics in your matriculasi or diploma. So this is another example. Okay, another example which is given. Length of arc of a circle is 11. This is another type of questions. Just now, ask you to find length of arc, minor and major. But now this example provide or given the answer is the length of arc and the angle of the center is 45. Calculate in centimeter of the radius. Now they don't have arc. They have angle, they have length of arc. They want you to find the radius. So still back to the same thing. You're still back to using the same formula. This one, okay. What we have, we substitute. What we don't have, we just leave it. R there. Then we just pindah-pindah so that you manage to find the R lah. Okay. That's supposed to like this. What I change first because I want to find R. Kita nak cari R. Okay. So ini bawa naik, ini bawa turun. So bahagi. This one when you bring this one bring up, the whole thing bring down here. Okay, so divide will become multiply. So terbalikkan. So this is your 2 pi r. So untuk dapatkan r sahaja, the whole thing need to divided by 2 pi. So we just play around with the formula. Okay, this is a basic one. So we just play around with the formula in order for you to determine the value of r. Is that okay? This one? Semua faham macam mana dapatnya rumus dari pasal sini, terbit dapat rumus ni? Boleh ke tak? Banyak je. Okay. So ini kita masukkan nilai lah. 2 pi 22/7 R here. Length of arc given is 11. So sudut adalah 45. So 360 over 45. So now I want R only. Nak R saja. So ini semua bawa sana. Okay, jawapan 14 terus tertekan lah cikgu. So ini darab ini kenapa jadi 7/22? So this one bring there. Ini bawa sana. This one bring over this side, become divide. Terbalik bahagi 22/7. Ini pula bahagi 2. Kalau kamu tak tulis ini, you don't write in this way, you tulis macam ini pun boleh. Means that the next step, your R is equal to this one, you write in this one. Boleh, tak ada masalah kalau kamu tak tulis macam ni. When press calculator, definitely you get this answer lah. Sorry, this one forgot. Okay, kena tulis R sama dengan 14. Subject sentiasa amalkan, you have to write your subject here. Means that the marker still already know, oh, this is R. R is 14. Now you manage to get your radius already lah. Okay, boleh? Semua? Masih lagi
Boleh,
formula yang
cikgu.
sama. Hanya kita ubah-ubah saja kedudukan dia formula. Tadi kita nak cari length of arc. Sekarang kita nak cari R. Okay? Kalau nak cari sudut pun sama. Sometimes they provided you R, provided you the length of R, ask you find the angle. I think the next example. Lepas ni juga ada satu lagi contoh macam tu. Okay, so soalan tu berbeza-beza, contoh berbeza-beza tapi satu formula sahaja. Okay, ini find the length of minor R. Cikgu tak bagi yang sudut punya. Okay, yang ni kamu kena buat dah. Okay, now you try to work on it. Siapa yang tak boleh buat seperti tadilah, hantar melalui WhatsApp kepada cikgu. Oh, teacher kenapa darab 1/2? Sebab bahagi 2 kita tukar jadi darab, jadi 1/2 lah. Sebab 2 tu 2/1 kan, Aliyah? Tadi 22/7 kita jadi daripada bahagi, tukar jadi darab 7/22. Semua terbalikkan. So 2 pun terbalikkan jadi 1/2. Is that okay, Aliyah? Okay, good. Okay, now you do these questions. Okay, semua buat soalan ni cepat. So tadi cikgu bagi 3 contoh soalan. Okay, sekarang ni cikgu pun bagi 3 soalan supaya kamu cuba buat. Okay, cuba buat. Lepas ni kita akan pergi kepada bahagian terakhir, the last part, which is the area of sector. Okay, our class supposed to be at the 1:30, right? Sempat lagi kot. Oh, you are here already. Enter late just now I found many time I check, don't have. I just message your mother. Because I go through the attendance, I don't see you. Baru masuk. Kenapa lewat? Dania. So tadi cikgu mengajar dah banyak dah, you boleh ikut ke tak? Please come into the class on time, else really will miss out. Okay, even though there's a recording. Okay, make sure if you miss out the part, you enter late, you have to watch the recording, because sometimes the recording might be shared later because I have no time to go and edit it. Okay, because sometimes like cikgu membebe tu cikgu potong sikit lah so that the video tak panjang sangat. Okay. Nuha, why today you use another ID to log in? Lupa log out you punya personal punya ke? Tapi tak apa, sekarang guna ni tak payah log out. Nanti log out nak masuk tu lambat lagi. Okay. Trisan, how about you Trisan? Cikgu pun tak nampak you punya respon tadi ya Trisan. Haika hari ni tak ada Haika, right? Haika not around, right? Haika tak ada. Haika tak ada hari ni.
I sent my work to your WhatsApp teacher.
Okay, let me check. Okay, problem with your MOE account. Okay, never mind. So Noha, you managed to join the paddock or not? If not managed, you do in your exercise book then send to me. How come don't know? This one Trisan or Peli send me. 老师我不会This for use the same formula. Okay, the formula is provided here. Substitute the value 1 by 1 in. Then you shift. Okay, the value. This is who? This is in Shira. Okay. Angle given is 30. Okay. Okay, R is 21. Yes. Okay. Peli, try again. Peli. Okay, who else? No more already. This 3 persons send me. Okay, Steffi already, okay, settle for Steffi and Inshira and this, Shadia ada hantar saya tak? Shadia? Tak ada lagi. Belum lagi. 3 orang sudah hantar kat saya jawapan. Okay, let me check on screen dulu. Ni siapa dah siap? Okay, pun ramai dah respon. Inshira dengan Steffi dah hantar cikgu melalui WhatsApp. Nasrin. Okay, Nasrin, you don't know what to do next. Let's substitute the value lah, Nasrin. What is the theta? From the questions given, the theta means that given the angle, what's the angle given from the questions? Nasrin, berapa? Sudut yang diberikan? You boleh type kat ruangan chat kalau tak on mic. Apakah sudut dalam soalan yang diberikan dalam soalan? 30. Masukkan nilai 30 lah. Lepas R tu, dia punya radius tu berapa dalam soalan? What's given radius in the questions? Maklumat diberi dalam soalan. Radius dia, jejari dia berapa? Type ke ruangan chat. Apakah jejari yang diberikan dalam soalan? Yes. So, masukkan nilai sahaja. Yang pi tu guna 22/7. So, kamu nanti kamu tekan kalkulator akan dapat jawapan terusan, Nasri. Cuba. Okay, Iza sini sudah. Ini siapa? Okay, kenapa 31 ya? Ini siapa punya? Belum tulis nama lagi. Why given the angle 31? How come 31? The question is 30 what? Okay, correct it. Then this is whose, okay, 30 over 360 times 2 pi r. Okay. Then this, I think this one calculator tekan salah ni. Ini siapa punya? Working dah betul tapi jawapan salah. Okay, Nasrin teruskan Cikgu dah bagi tahu dah. You masukkan nilai sahaja Nasrin. Okay, yang ni siapa punya? On screen ni siapa punya? 50.5. Who's one? Tak ada nama. Tekan semula kalkulator anda 30/360 kali dengan 2 pi r. Okay. Macam mana boleh dapat 55.5? Tekan semula kalkulator anda. Okay, Peli sudah betul loh. Sudah faham Peli? Understand dia? Just substitute the value ini. This one soalan bagi direct sahaja. Masukkan nilai dalam rumus sahaja. Okay. Tekan semula kalkulator anda. 30 per 360. Cikgu kena keluarkan kalkulator semula. Kenapa boleh jadi salah? Tengok kalkulator cikgu ni. You ambil tekan kalkulator juga. Ambil kalkulator tekan. Apa yang kamu buat tu betul tak salah. Tapi masalahnya jawapan salah. So see 30 per 360. So 30 over 360. Okay, then multiply by 2 pi r. 2, then my pi is 22 over 7. Close bracket. Then my r is what's the radius? Radius 21, right? Okay, so 21. So tekan sama dengan. Kenapa tak keluar jawapan? Ya, keluar 11 lah. Baru pergi betulkan. So Akid nampak kesilapan anda. Okay. So cikgu dah tunjuk dah jawapan untuk Akid. So yang lain tu dah okay ya. Okay. Ni siapa? Adia. Okay, sudah betul jawapan memang 11. But your unit is wrong. Why? This is find what? Length of minor length. You need the centimeter square. Square centimeter. Your unit is correct not? Apakah unit kalau dia panjang sahaja? Bukan luas tu. Luas tu baru cm kuasa 2. Centimeter persegi. Okay, so this is length. The unit is wrong but the answer is correct. 11 centimeter. Alia? Is that alright? Okay, no more. Okay, so basically everybody correct here. Just only I cannot see response from Trisan. Dania. Okay, Beatriza hantar sini 11. Okay. Okay, Nuha, where's the answer? How about the rest that haven't give me or respond me the answer? Trisan, are you there or not? Beatrice, you don't ask question, I to scold you. If you don't ask, I lagi scold you, no? I just keep quiet. I talk to nobody, right? Okay? So you have to ask, you don't understand, then you ask teacher. Don't worry, okay? Okay, Hana, baru hantar masuk jawapan. Okay, betul lah Hana. Okay. Mana yang lain pula? Because all the response will be recorded as your PBD, you know. Okay, kalau you tak respond, mana PBD cikgu hanya baru bagi 1 atau 2 je lah sebab kamu tak respond, tak bagi jawapan. Okay, Syadia dah bagi jawapan, okay. Yang ni buat ni siapa ni? Beatrice baru nak type lah. Ni Beatrice lah. Ifra. So respon, jangan tak respon ya. Semua respon. Tak faham tu cikgu ulang semula. Okay. You can't hear me. The rest can hear me, right? Nuha, if you cannot hear me, try to refresh. Mungkin line tak elok. The rest can hear me, right? Okay. So those that cannot hear me, maybe your line problem, you need to refresh. Okay. Why Trisan, you want to observe only? Okay. Now, teacher are teaching. You observe like you are Puan Nurun or something else and observe teacher teaching. Do together. Okay. Do together. Okay. Then you will be better. Okay. Sabin, I don't see your response, Sabin. Do you write down your name? I saw Akid one, Pavitra. Yeah. Sorry. Yes, I think last only you write down your name. Yes, Sabin. Andika and Daeng also don't have. Dania also don't have. Okay. Okay, so I try to explain one more time. Okay, I explain one more time. Okay, so please listen carefully. How are you going to find the minor arc of a AB? Okay, so minor arc, this is actually not, the question is not given any diagram. Actually, you can visualize it. This is a circle. Okay, then like just now lah, okay, only doing this without the diagram. So you know that this is the center here. So that will be one part of it. Okay, so this is a AB. Soalan tak bagi gambar aja, kamu boleh bayangkan ataupun visualize it. Okay, the angle at the center of the circle is 30. Means angle here is 30 lah. Sudut di sini 30. Okay, 30 here. Okay. Then the radius is 21. Jejari dia adalah 21. Now they want a minor arc of AB, means that they want to find this area lah. Sorry, not define this length lah. nak cari panjang daripada A sampailah B di sini. So ini minor. Kalau kata major maknanya di sebelah sini. So this is the formula, length of arc over 2 pi r equal to theta over 360. Okay, so in order for you to find the length of arc, my 2 pi r I bring to the right side because I only want length of arc. Okay, so 2 pi r bring here will be theta over 360 times 2 pi r. This is what is a formula that already written out by Jingwen lah, because you cannot give the symbol, then put theta here. So what's the theta from the questions given? 30 sini bagi dah. So masukkan nilai sahaja 30. Ifra, okay, Ifra can follow. Beatrice, Dain, semua boleh ikut ke? So masukkan saja rumus di dalam rumus ni, 30 here, 2 kekalkan 2, pi, always remember use pi from the questions given, 22/7, okay. So then your R is 21. So masukkan nilai juga 21. From here, terus tekan kalkulator anda. Tadi cikgu dah tunjuk macam tekan kalkulator kan? So dah tekan saja. Kalau guna kamu punya kalkulator seperti mana yang cikgu guna ni adalah 570 ms. Put bracket 30/360. Then close bracket. Then multiply 2. Multiply your pi also in bracket. Okay, so everything in fractions must be put in bracket. Then multiply by 21. So you can direct get your answer which is 11 centimeter. Okay, so this is direct only. So you have to memorize the formula in order for you to continue to count everything. Okay, depends on the informations or depends on what is the question's answer. Not questions, not answer, okay? I ask you to find the length of minor, then you find length of minor. If the question asks you to find the theta, then you have to find the theta lah. If the question asks you to find R, then you have to find the R. Okay? Aliyah, cannot be 7/22. You know why? Because when this is bring over to right side, the pi is still pi. Then we don't change, tak terbalikkan. Kita tak terbalikkan. Melainkan, okay, melainkan okay. But because we bring the whole thing to the left side, to the right side, so dapat 2 bahagi. Sorry, this is dy. You bring there become multiply. Melainkan sini darab kita bawa sana jadi bahagi, so kita baru terbalik jadi 7/2/2. Aliyah can see a different not? Kalau sini adalah darab 22/7. Okay, when we want to bring to the right side, so ini jadi bahagi 22/7. So baru kita jadi darab 7/2. For this one is dy. Ini bahagi di sebelah kiri. Bawa sini akan jadi darab. Okay, so tak terbalikkan. Boleh faham Aliyah? Adakah cikgu dah menjawab soalan you? Please respond Aliyah. Faham tak? Okay. So yang lain-lain tu okay ke? Cikgu dah terangkan semula. Sudah boleh faham? Yes or no? Ifra, is that okay, dear Ifra? Do you understand after I teacher repeat? Yes or no? Nasrin, yes. Okay, how about Ifra? Okay, good. Then Dain and Andika, how about you? Both of you? Can or not? This is the only direct questions. Okay. Sudah faham Akid? Boleh ya? Boleh tu kamu kena buat sama-sama. Beatrice boleh ke tak Beatrice? Kita pergi soalan seterusnya. Ini contoh yang kedua. Ni contoh soalan kedua kamu kena buat. Tapi ini mencari R. Macam soalan tadi. Pindah-pindah. Kita dah dapatkan R. Okey, semua cuba sekarang. Okey. Sebab sekarang ni masa kelas kamu tak buat. Lepas tu cikgu bagi latihan kamu pun tak hantar kat GCR. So macam mana cikgu nak menilai kamu punya pentaksiran bilik darjah. Okey. Teacher cannot assess your because you didn't provide or didn't pass up any work from your, okay? If during the class you can show me your response, so I can direct evaluate it, okay? I can give you the PBD, TP1, 2, 3, and 4. You cannot exercise so didn't pass up, so what I can do, I can give 1 or 2 ni because I have no evidence to show to the admin. Okay, so faham ke tak? Semua cikgu perlu record. Okay, kita ada perlu record. So kena buat. Kalau ada masalah nak hantar sekarang, after class, baru you hantar pada cikgu pun boleh ambil gambar. Buat dalam buku latihan anda. Kerja rumah pun kena buat. Tak faham, PM cikgu. Okay? Cikgu cuba bantu. Tapi jangan lepas kelas tu terus senyap sampai minggu depan kelas tu baru tanya cikgu saya tak faham. Okay? I don't want like that. Okay? Right on the class, during the class you don't know, then you will ask. Okay? Cannot after class, you can either ask your friends or can PM teacher. Let we all help you. Okay? On the spot you manage to do today, then better. Okay? Don't keep until next week when we want to start a new lesson. Only you ask. Okay? So hurry up. See, we already almost 1:30. Still cannot proceed to the last part, which is area of sector. Okay, have to postpone until Monday. Still not managed to do it. Then please, y'all do flip learning before enter class. Easier for y'all to understand. Okay, Patricia tu dah hantar jawapan kepada cikgu. Oh, ni soalan tadi. Okay. Sorry Patricia, cikgu baru nampak aja. Okay. Kalau you dah hantar, boleh maklum kat ruangan chat. Okay, so that cikgu boleh terus tengok handphone. Sebab cikgu tak tengok handphone kalau kamu tak maklum ya. You can refer to your textbook. Okay, actually I get all those example from the textbook. I just change the value. You can refer working from the textbook as well. Okay. It is still like not very sure. Yes, if major arcs you have to minus, but this one, yes. Okay, you have to minus. Correct, Kesha? Because the question asks to find the length of major arc. Betul. So ni di sini dia punya keywords calculate length of arc or the major arcs. Okay. Radius 7 here. Okay, the center of O is 60, but this is the minor. So to get the major, you have to use the 360 minus 60. Okay, good, Kesha. So cikgu dah bagi tips dah. Kesha pun dah type kat ruangan chat. So harap semua dah faham. Theta tu bukan 60 tetapi 300. Kali just now I just mentioned I just mentioned about the theta. I say this is the length of the major arc. Okay. So correct it. That one major. Okay. So your theta have to change. Okay. Change to 360 minus 60 ya. Semua ingat sebab soalan major arc. Okay, Inshira, dah betul. Okay, bagus. Okay, cikgu tengok respon dulu. Berapa orang dah respon? Inshira, cikgu dah tanda dah. Nasrin. 2 decimal places Nasrin, 2 tempat perpuluhan. Rahana, tekan semula kalkulator anda. Adakah jawapan tu betul? Dan Alia. What happened to you? Alia cikgu dah sebut tadi. Theta adalah 300 bukan 60. Sebab kita nak mengira panjang major tu. Length of major arc of RS. Kita bukan minor. Kalau minor 60 per 360 ya. Kalau major kena ambil 360 tolak 60. Okay. Betul kan Alia? Yang Rehana dengan Nasrin tu dah calculator tekan. Kalau 2 tempat perpuluhan pastikan bundar dengan betul. Tengok balik dia punya belakang tu ada melebihi 5 ke tak? Ada lebih 5 tu kena bundarkan. Okay. So tak cepat respon nampak pun. Okay. Cikgu sebut saja dia tahu apa mana kesilapan. Okay. Sekarang ni bukan exam tau. Kalau exam tu kalau macam selalu macam ni sikit-sikit silap tu kamu banyak hilang markah tau. Okay. Rugi. Okay. Kalau objektif, no problem. Objektif A, B, C, D, kamu tahu dah jawapan agak-agak mana kan. But if there is a structure, you don't know what is the answer, you have no choices for you. Then teacher is not sitting next to you to remind you, this one like this one like this, right? So you have to train yourself to don't always make a careless mistake. Okay? Rahana masih lagi silap. Yes, siapa?
I send my answer at your WhatsApp again.
Wait, let me check. So far those are sent me already. Is Safi. Okay, Patricia also sent me already. Okay. Patricia, you can give your answer into that 2 decimal places. Bagi dalam 2 tempat perpuluhan. Tapi kalau you buat macam ni pun tak salah lah. Okay. Kalau masa exam tu sebenarnya kalau dia terima juga. Okay, akan terima. Jangan lupa bagi unit. Okay, ini adalah unit apa? panjang kan? So kena bagi dalam panjang cm. Masih lagi observe hari ni. Tak buat langsung. So TP 1 aja. Observe. PBD hari ni. Patrice also same thing. Then this Dying and Andika also no response. Okay, basically everybody. Okay, Rahana double check your calculator. Rahana punya jawapan masih lagi silap. Your last answer, Rahana, you press your calculator again and check 300 over 360 times 2 times pi times 7. You try to press your calculator again. You change 5 times, but your answer still wrong. Rahana, so you double check. You want me to show you the calculator not? Kenapa boleh jadi 3.72 tu? Okay. Rahana tengok sini. Ini kena tepi. Okay. Cikgu masukkan nilai seperti mana Rahana tulis 300. Cikgu sudah kata kena buat bracket. Ada buat bracket ke tak? Okay, over 360 multiply 2, then multiply the pi also 22 over 7. Okay, then close bracket, then multiply by 7. Okay, equal sign. Boleh, kenapa boleh jadi 3.72 Rahana? Ini jawapan daripada calculator ni. Tukar dalam perempat perpuluhan, tekan butang lagi. This is the answer. 36.67. Always, teacher said 2 decimal places. You have to look 1 digit behind that. The second decimal, more than 5. This one, bring in at 1. So, 36.67. Rahana, try to, one more time, press your calculator. Okay. Kalau tak boleh lagi, pergi clear mode dulu. Okay, why? Because sometimes when your calculator turn into the radian mode, you might get the wrong answer also. Okay. Cuba semula Rahana. Sebab kalau memang dapat lagi, just now you put 36.70. That's one time. Betul tak? Tadi kamu tak buat 36.67 kan? Sekali lagi kamu buat 36.66. Betul, Rahana? Tadi Tessa juga tadi komen banyak kali tu. So Ifra sudah boleh buat Ifra? Okay, bagus. Okay, Rahana sudah faham apa yang cikgu masukkan? Okay, Alia dah betul, bagus. Okay. Okay, Nasrin pun okay dah. Okay. Iza, okay. Okay, ini siapa? If bawa Ifra ni siapa? Akid. Tekan semula kalkulator cikgu baru tunjukkan tadi kalkulator tu. Kamu akan dapat 36.6666 lepas 7 kan belakang kan? Bundarkan akan jadi 36.67 Akid. Okay. Yang lain-lain tu cikgu dah cakap tu. Harap dah tengok dah. Okay, semua dah betul kat sini. Ada lagi siapa yang hantar melalui WhatsApp? So far, ada someone else? Okay. Tak ada. Yang lain tu tak ada. So, okay ni yang hantar ni. Okay, pergi last questions. One more questions. Yang tak respon tu, cikgu memang tak bagi PBD hari ni. So, if you want me to give you PBD, you make sure after the class you have to snap or do in the exercise book and send me your evidence. Okay? Kalau tak ada, cikgu tak bagi. Okay, so slide seterusnya. One more questions. This is to find the length of radius. Cari R. Okay? Mencari nilai R. Then the length of minor arc already given. AB is 16. Dah bagi 16. And the angle is 55. Okay. Try it out. Yes, Alia, your answer is correct. Andika, your answer is weird. Then where is your answer? You didn't show into you didn't send me your answer. Let me check on it. You will WhatsApp me. Just now you type in the PDEX slide or not? I don't see your answer just now. Teresa, no problem. You answer your answer also now, you just send to me. You just WhatsApp me. So I can correct for you. Okay. Just now I already go through your friend's answer. I already explain everything. So you can catch up or not. Just now, the questions for the second one. Second example. Okay. So then you proceed to these questions. Okay. This question to find R. Find R. So Dying and who? Dania. Dying. Nuha, still there, not Nuha? How about you can hear me or not now? Is your line okay already? No finished question. This question, no finished class. Not clear. Okay, line tak bagus lah. Later you have to watch the recording. Kena tengok balik recording tu. Sebab tak dengar cikgu saya sebut apa pun, you tak faham apa yang cikgu cakap kan. Lepas tu batteries, macam mana batteries? Yang boleh confuse tu sebab kamu kurang latihan lagi. And one more thing, you never go and, after class, you never go and do revisions before enter the next class. Okay. So make sure every time if you want to, because now it's online, okay? You cannot enter the physical, we cannot see face by face. No physical class, only online. So what, to help you to master in mathematics, you need to be very hardworking, okay? Especially in this pandemic, okay? You have to go through before I start to teach in the class. Don't say today or teacher teach only you enter class, you listen, blur everything. Cannot input anything. Because why? You have no flip learning. So that's why I always ask you to do flip learning before you enter class. Actually, not only mathematics, all the subjects, okay? You have gone through once before you enter my class. At least you have the visual, you can visualize, oh, later nanti cikgu nak mengajar apa. So formula apa yang saya nak belajar. Okay, so flip learning is very important in this pandemic. Okay, cikgu sarankan, alu-alakan semua, kamu kena rujuk balik buku teks anda. I fully use the textbook because I don't prepare the module to all of you because sometimes you might encounter have problem, don't have printer at home. So I give you any exercise, extra one, I give you cannot worksheet, you all cannot print out. So I fully use the textbook questions. Okay, I just change the value, give you extra example so that you manage to do the exercise. Okay, so you just look at the example in your textbook. Okay, let's say after this also you still like blur, tengok balik buku teks anda, tengok contoh macam mana buku teks tu jawab, tunjukkan langkah kerja itu. So follow. So when you follow, then when you do more questions, then you akan lebih memahami ya. Okay. Jangan tunggu cikgu kata esok kelas hari ni buat apa baru nak buat. You have to work it out. Okay, kena find a way to do it. Okay, what is the answer for this? This one take longer time because you need to find R. So this one you have to move. Ini macam tadilah cikgu tunjuk. Ini bawa sana, this the whole thing, bawa turun. So nanti kena bahagi 2R lagi. Kesha, wrong. Try to redo. Okay, now I mark here. See where's your problem, where's the mistake here. Your formula is totally wrong, Kesha. Okay. So you have to redo. Okay. So another one in Shira. Okay, Pearly also good. Okay. So Pearly, now you understand it, Okay, Stephanie, okay, good. Those that send me already, okay, I already respond, Okay. Pavitra, your formula, you sudah salah. Okay, wrong already, your formula. Okay, when you move wrongly. Okay, because that actually is the length of arc over theta over 360. Okay, means that length of arc times 360 over 55. Okay, correct? Okay, this one correct. Then why you get a wrong answer? How come your answer is wrong? 2 pi r. Double check. Press your calculator again. Double check. Pavitra. Rahana also mistake. Rahana juga silap. Daeng. Baru ada nampak you punya respon. Daeng. Daeng 55 per 360 darab dengan 2 pi. Daeng tak betul juga. Wrong also, Daeng. This one actually correct. You just the first one, whose one? You see confusing this one? What you done actually correct. You just try to use your calculator, press up, give your answer only. What you did actually correct. Okay. 16 times this one. Why times? Because you this one divide, right? Then you change to multiply. So it becomes terbalik, 360. You press your calculator, the next answer should be correct. Ini siapa punya? Sabin, you just press calculator. Your working is correct, totally correct. After you press calculator, the answer is correct. But make sure the bracket, this one put bracket when you press your calculator. Ni letak bracket. Ini pun bracket. Ini pun bracket. Sebab semua pecahan. Masa tekan calculator tu. Sabin cuba tekan calculator anda. You should manage to get correct answer. Okay, the next one, who is this? Izawan, okay. This is Jingwen, okay. And this is whose? No name. Tak ada nama siapa punya ni. Belum masih lagi dengar tulis. Okay, Rahana. Okay, so I check Rahana mana silap you Okay, so ini rumus dia you substitute here. Mana length of arc is di atas. Your length of arc up there. So suddenly you 2 pi r already. So your length of arc you bring to the right side become multiply pula. Cannot. Okay, so wrong. So actually if you want to make you easier, bawa sini, you can use cross multiply juga. Darab silang. Kalau tak nampak lagi, nak punya pindah, buat darab silang. Ini darab ini. Length of arc tu berapa? Length of arc tu 16. So you can ambil 360. Darab 16. Okay, length of arc. Sama dengan theta 2 pi R, tak tahu berapa. Theta adalah 55. Darab. Okay, you can do in this way. Do cross multiplications. Sini, tekan calculator dulu. Kalau siapa yang nak pindah-pindah, masih lagi pening nak buat tu, you boleh buat cara macam ni. Mana calculator cikgu? Sekejap. Okay, wait, come out. Okay, so you can do in this way. 2 times 22/7. You kena boleh dapat, dah akan lihat dulu. Get that value first, okay? 22 divided by 7, close, then you don't have the value, lenses, you leave it there, multiply by 55. So multiply by 55. So your answer, you'll get this one, okay. So 345.71, okay. So here you can proceed, okay. This is 345, 2 decimal places 71 R. So this one multiply. Darab juga. 360, 360 multiply by 16. 5760. Okay, so ini adalah 5,760. Okay, why not? So after that you want to find the R. So R, nak R saja. So ini darab sini, bagi sini lah. Okay. So you have to make your 5,760, okay, divided by this one, 345.71. So press the calculator. Boleh juga dapat jawapan, okay. So now you see 5760 divide 345.71. So 16.66. So this is the answer. Your R is 16.66. So those that already still blur how to arrange the formula, you can use cross multiplications. Okay? Boleh? So yang tadi yang cikgu kata tu salah tu, kena betulkan balik Rahana. Okay, Rahana silap. Okay.
Teacher.
Yes.
My mom is asking what time the class finishes.
Actually, you all haven't finished the answer. That's why I cannot finish. That's why I want to check with your answer, right? Actually, I almost finished already. These are the last questions, okay? Give me another 5 minutes, okay? So this one, Ifra also wrong, Okay, Ifra also wrong. Okay, then this Aliyah also wrong. Okay, then this one, Rahana also wrong, Answers correct is from Jingwen. Okay. So you cannot understand, you screenshot. Okay, jawapan Jingwen, I show this one. Everybody hungry, right? It's time for your lunch. Yes.
I I sent my correction working to your WhatsApp.
Okay, later I will check. Okay, so I go through this one. I just show you all the correct working. Okay, Iza one lah. Okay, so what Iza did is correct ah. Okay, so seperti mana dia buat, dia 2 pi r. 360 kali 55 because this one bring here. Dia bawa sini. Yang ini dia bawa sini. So jadi bahagi kan. Bahagi, ini terbalikkan. So 360 per 55 lah. So 2 pi r still here. So nak dapatkan R saja, semua ni bawa sana. Bawa sana. So jadi darab akan jadi bahagi. Bahagi pun terbalikkan lah. 1/2 dan 7/22. So jawapan betul. Okay. So siapa yang masih lagi tak boleh tu, tolong ambil gambar ni, screenshot. Nanti cuba balik untuk soalan ni. Okay. Sebab dah masa menunjukkan 1:48 dah. Okay. Cikgu dah ambil masa lebih dah. Okay. Some of you might hungry ni because ada tak makan breakfast juga. Okay, so FL, okay, show me your thumbs, okay, for the length of arc, okay, this only managed cover length of arc. Okay, actually I prepare for the last part, area of sector also. Okay, drag your dots, okay, whether you understand or not. Okay, Trisan, Beatrice, and this Andika, how about 3 of you yang tak respond, tak hantar jawapan tu? Okay, Kesha, understand dia, okay, good. Okay, the important thing you have to do a lot of exercise. Okay, tak boleh masa lepas kelas saja terus kamu tak buat apa-apa. Latihan yang cikgu bagi tu kena buat. Okay, tu tengok dulu. Okay, so mesti ada yang ramai yang masih lagi horizontal. Ada beberapa yang ada thumbs down tak? Langsung tak faham. Okay, Farah Alicia. Okay, Ifram masih lagi thumbs horizontal. Okay. Okay, so Andika also horizontal. Okay, Dania also, Aliyah also. I know many of you because can see the answer from your answer, which is wrong. Okay, so we have to refer back to your textbook, which is the length of arc, the part length of arc. Tengok balik. So later I will share the recording. So please, okay, if still cannot, PM me or PM your friends, ask your friend to help. Okay, Beatrice, Beatrice, can you hear me? Okay, so this one I cannot finish. I have to skip. Okay, so your homework for today, you only do question 7 AB and question 8 AB only. Okay, 7 dengan 8 sahaja. Bahagian AB dengan AB. Let me check betul ke tak? Because we cannot finish the area of sector. Also cannot area of sector. The 8 is the area of circle. Area of sector. So 7 AB only. Buat soalan 7 AB sahaja. Okay, 7 AB saja. Okay, Aliyah still confused the last questions. So for the last questions, okay, please, okay, refer your textbook. Refer your textbook, page 91, the example 14. Okay, untuk soalan 3, rujuk contoh soalan 14, buku teks 91. Exactly the same pattern of questions, hanya cikgu tukar dia punya nombor sahaja. Okay, rujuk balik. Kalau tak faham lagi, nanti tengok tanya balik dekat Telegram ataupun WhatsApp cikgu. Okay, so itu saja untuk kelas hari ni lah. Cikgu dah ambil lebih masa dah. So after this, siapa yang tak boleh tu, cikgu beritahu cikgu. Siapa yang kamu macam pelajar yang okey. Contohnya Jing Wen, Steffi, okay, siapa yang boleh tu membantu kawan yang tak boleh. Okay, I need some of your friends help. Okay, sebab kadang-kadang kamu tak tanya cikgu soalan. Kamu akan tanya kawan kamu, tapi tak akan tanya cikgu sebab malu. Okay, don't worry, teacher won't scold you. If you don't ask, cikgu lagi nak marah. Okay, kerja tak hantar, tak tanya soalan, tak ada respon. So I don't know how to give you do assessment for the PBD. Okay, so bear in your mind, questions, always ask question, always do exercise. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, see you on next Monday. Okay, bye. You can leave the Google Meet already. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you, bye.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Okay, have a nice weekend to all of you.
Okay, teacher.
Make sure finish up all your homework.
Teacher.